Hello, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 9 and the next pack of the 1966 Batmobile. In this issue, we'll be looking at the magazine, obviously, and building the next part of the engine. But first of all, we're going to look at the free gifts in this pack, as well as 6 issues. We're going up to 6 at a time. We've got a couple of free gifts. We've got the first slipcase, which is obviously got the number 1 in there, good to go because it's the first one. They can go in there to begin with. I'll put the other ones in there from the first 8 issues as well. We also have a collection of 3 posters of the 1966 Batman. We obviously have watch out, Old Chum. There we go. Yeah, that's I'm not sure that ever actually happened in the series, but it's the sort of thing that you could see would happen to them. So there's that one. We have the second one. It's quite a nice Adam West Batman. And finally, we have the action shot where you can see the car itself as well. Good stuff. Right, let's have a look through the first of this month's builds. The original 1966 Batmobile is what we're building. And issue 9 is where we're starting. So let's have a look through here, and then we'll get the building done. We are looking at Zelda the Great. I don't remember Zelda being a bad villain. I'm sure that's the case, though. Free to read all about them if you like. You've got, as ever, the comics in there as well. Featured comic, featured strip. The build, all of this month seems to be centered on the engine. So we started on it last time, and we're going to be continuing building up the engine area. So we'll get that to look like that by the end of today. Well, without further ado, let's get straight to it. Right, so here we have today's parts, and from last time, the engine that we've been building up. We've got a selection of different screws and plastic and metal parts as ever with these. First things first, that is sitting on there like that, and we have 2 AP screws to hold that in place. Let me grab my screwdriver for those. We'll get 2 from that packet, 3 out from that packet, and we'll put 1 back as ever with these. Keep that aside for later if you do need a spare. We've just got the 2 screw holes in there. That will hold this in place. As ever, I've got no idea what part of the engine. Well, I know it's part of the engine. Apparently, it's the cylinder head. It means very little to me. Not one for getting inside actual engines. So that's in there, nice and secure. Next up, we've got the other bit. What's this? This is the exhaust manifold, which slides into those 2 slots there in that direction. We've got some AM screws to hold that in place. For those again. Go, 3rd spare. These are obviously going into the metal rather than the plastic, so hence being the M variant of the screw. That one there. That one over that side. Yep. Again, tighten them down because you're not going to be able to get to these screws later. Make sure they're all nice and secure before you do anything else. Can't go anywhere there. Next up, we've got it's probably the dipstick. Is it? Is that bit? What do you think? Oh no, the radiator feeding pipe goes into a hole there and just pushes in place. That was nice and easy. Then we need to prepare the holes with these CM screws, which we'll be using in a minute as well. So it's not big deal. These holes in there is to make sure that they're working and threaded. That makes sense to me because you're not going to be able to get to access these anyway. So we just need to tighten those up, make sure they fit in there properly and the screws go in nice and secure. Without any trouble. Get that one in there as well. See, that's why it's getting us to do that. I should do that off camera, make sure that one's okay. We've then got these 4 pieces to fit. Get it the right way round. Into these 4 holes down there. Then the right way round. I'll do those with some tweezers in a minute. And off camera as well, I need to cut this into some different length strips. We've got a tube, which they've just provided one length of tube, which eventually will become, there we go, unraveled. So I need to cut that into 4 different lengths. So I'll get those cut up, and then we'll see. We've got to get that fitted to there with these 2 screws that I need to sort out. That goes on there, about there, I think. Right, let me get that attached, get those attached, get that cut down, and we'll see where they're going to go. Right, there we go. I have cut these to 70, 80, 90, and 100 millimeters long. I have fit 4 of those on there, and that's what we're going to be fitting these tubes to. I'm not sure how well that's going to go because I don't have a great history with fitting tubes to things. The first one goes on the first one. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take that off of there. See how this goes on there without being on anything else. That's not so bad. That's okay. Then we can see about putting that in there. We've got something to play around with, and this is going on to the top of this distributor cap thing at the top there. I might add a touch of glue to keep these in place. Actually, no, it pushes in quite well. I think I'll be okay. We'll see how it goes. It's got to go on the inside of this. Sort of go around there anyway, and it's got it going in that general direction. This is not going to be the funnest thing for you to watch. So that's that. The next shortlist goes to the next one, and next, and so forth until the last one goes on there, around there. I'll get these done off camera, and then we'll show you what it looks like when that's finished. And there we go. That's that all connected up. All the tubes plugged in properly. Didn't have any trouble with them actually in the end. One of the sockets was a little bit loose, so I have added a little bit of glue to there to hold that in place. But other than that, it's all good. I've even put them in the right places, which, you know, might be a first for me. But there we go. That is that. That's the first issue of this pack done. Join me very soon for the next one, where I'll be continuing with this. This is what this is all about, the engine. So I'll see you for that very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye for now.